Hi friends, in today's session we are going to discuss about how to enable versioning in your S3 bucket. So, so in this tutorial we are going to see how to enable the versioning and how to delete the version files. So first, what is versioning? So and why we need to enable the versioning in your S3 bucket. So versioning means, so if you are working on any project, so if you are using any version control tools, so like Git or SVN, so then you will know, right? So what is versioning? So for each change I want to maintain the separate file, so that is called versioning. So if you want to revert back to previous version, yes, you can do it. And if you want to deploy your previous jars, so previous version jar, and I want to get the latest jar and previous jars also, I want to keep it in my bucket. Or if I'm frequently changing my data in my website or in my HTML file or in my text file or in my jar file, so then I want to maintain the copy of each change. So then we'll go for versioning. So in that scenario, we need to enable versioning in your S3 bucket. So versioning means, so I want to maintain different copies of same file, then we need to go for versioning. It might be a jar file, or it might be a text file, it might be a HTML file, or it might be a static website. So then we will go for versioning. So now we'll see how to enable versioning in our S3 bucket. So for that, let me log into my AWS account. So I have already logged into my AWS account. So now in this, currently I'm in home page. So now here it will show you the recently visited services. So here I have already recently visited S3. That's why it's displaying the S3 service, and here EC2 service and Elastic Beanstalk. And now I want to create a S3 bucket, and on top of that bucket we need to enable the versioning. So let's see that one. So if you are unable to see this S3 service here, then go to this search bar and type S3. So S3 is a simple storage service provided by your AWS. So select the first option. So if you look into here, so this is home page of your S3 bucket, and currently I'm having one bucket. So, and how to create the bucket and what are the naming standards you need to follow to create a bucket, all those things I have covered in my previous sessions. So if you have any doubt, please watch my previous session. So now I'm going to create a bucket. So how to create? So click it here, create a bucket. So according to the S3 bucket standards, so your bucket should have a unique name, and your bucket should have a unique name throughout the regions. So are zones. So your bucket will have a global access, and your bucket should contain small letters only, and dots and hyphen is allowed. Underscores are not allowed. Capital letters are not allowed. So I am creating one bucket. So capital letters is not allowed. So underscore is also not allowed. Hyphen test. So this is my bucket name. So I have given the bucket name, and the region I am creating in Mumbai region. And so let me add bucket now. So while creating your bucket, so here I have given the bucket name, and this is the region, and so here versioning. So if you want to have a versioning, so please enable the version. So now I want to enable the version, so click it here. So now, so here if you look into this, so advanced settings, so these are the advanced settings. So here you, if you want to provide any object lab, so then you need to enable. So as of now I am not providing any object lab, so simply I have enabled the versioning and the bucket, and now I am trying to create a bucket. So create a bucket. See, this bucket name is already exist. So let me give something. So this is my bucket name. Now let's try this. Yes, this bucket is available. So now if you look into this bucket, so the bucket is created. So this is the bucket name, and it is created in Asian Pacific Mumbai region, and access is of it's the bucket don't have any public access and created at time. So if you go to this bucket, see here you will able to see versioning. So if you are creating a bucket without enabling the version, so this option won't be available. So here the versioning is enabled. So now, so the bucket is there. I have created a bucket. Now if you are so if you want to upload any file into S3, first we need to create a bucket. So in the S3 bucket, you can upload any file. It might be a text file, MP3 file, or an image, HTML file, or a jar file. So you can upload any type of file, and it will store the data as an object format. So these things we have already discussed in the previous videos. So if you have any doubt, please look into my previous videos. So now I am going to upload. So how to upload? So click it and upload. So here you want to upload a folder or a file. So I want to upload a file. So let me go to my desktop. Yesterday. So on this one. So let me create one file. This is the S3 bucket. Okay. Let me delete these things. So now, so let me go to my S3 folder. So this is my S3 folder. So here, I'm creating one text file. So first I'm giving how are you. So now this is my file. So initial file. So let me upload this file into my S3 bucket. Add file. So go to desktop. So and S3 text file. So upload. See, the file is uploaded successfully. Exit. So now if you look into this, the file is updated. So the file is uploaded. Now let me go to the file again. And what are we doing? So now I have updated my file. So now, so what I'm doing, now I have updated the same file. Now again I am trying to upload the same file. So see, again I have uploaded same file. So if you are not enabled versioning, so what will happen? So if you are uploading same file 2 times, so the current file will override the previous one. But here, because we have enabled the versioning, so let me exit from here. So we have enabled the versioning, so it will keep track of all your changes. So this is the latest file. Now let me go to the same file here. Let me change entire thing. S3 bucket. Again. So same file I have changed again. Now again I am uploading the file into S3 bucket. Same file, same text file. Now upload. So once again, so yes, I need to upload a file. Yes. So, upload. See, if you look into this, so here it shows only one file. So the latest file will be shown here. So exit. So if you look into this, let me go to my S3 and this is my bucket. So if you go to my bucket, so here it shows only one file, the latest file. But if you go to here, okay, so 3 files we have uploaded. So it's internally maintaining the versioning. Now disable the version. So now it will show the only updated one. How to access this one? So if I click on the file. So this is a bucket. In the bucket I have uploaded three files. Three means save files with 3 different data. So if you are not enabling the version, so what will happen? So the latest file will override the previous one. But I want to maintain the each change. So what are the changes I am making in my file? I want to keep all those things. So that's why we need to enable the versioning. Now, how to access this file data? I want to see. So last file I have uploaded is this one. So now, so if I open that file, I should be able to see latest file. I should be able to see S3 bucket demo. Let's go to here and click it on file. Now you will be landed into this page, and this is a object URL, and click it here. Because why it's saying object URL? Because if you are inserting, means if you are uploading some data into S3 bucket, so the S3 bucket will store the data in object format. But when I'm trying to access that URL, object URL, so this text file will be stored as an object. You are getting access denied. So why you are getting these things? Already in my last video I have explained. Because we have not provided any public access, so that's why we are unable to access this file. So how to provide the public access? So for that, let's go back to your history bucket. Now go to the bucket and click on permissions, and here, so public access is black. So enable the public access, save it. So confirm. So confirm. So now, so we have provided the public access to the bucket, but to access the data in the bucket, you need to provide the bucket policy. So for that, edit this one. Providing the bucket policy is very easy. So here you need to provide a policy. So if you don't know how to write a policy, so they have given a generator. Click on that one. So you will be navigated to this page. So here, select the type of policy. So we are writing the policy for S3 bucket, and you need to allow. So that's why we need to select the allow. And here, principal. So principal means for which user we need to provide the access. But here we are not using any IAM rules. So for all the users, I want to provide the access. So that's why I'm using star. Now, so come here, and which access you want to provide to the all the users. So I want to provide get. So just I want to provide access to read. So for that, get object. Yeah. And what is ARN? So ARN name is nothing but the bucket name. So open it in another window. Now open the bucket. So now currently I'm in. So how to open? So go to S3, go to the bucket name. So this is my bucket name. So and in this bucket, I want to provide the public access, right? Whatever the data presented in this bucket, I want to provide the public access. So for that, so for each user, for anyone, I want to provide the access because I'm not using any IAM rule. That's why in the principle, I've given star. Now, so for which resource I need to provide the access means for which bucket data I need to provide the public access because you may have more than one bucket, right? So for that, go to the properties, and this is ARN number. So Amazon resource name ARN, and copy this, paste it here, and slash, because in the bucket, whatever the data presented in the bucket, I want to access. So that's why slash star. Add statement and generate the policy. So this is a policy which will allows you to public access to this specific bucket data. Not for all the buckets, only this bucket data. It will provide the public access. So go to here, paste it here, and save. So now, see, it's giving warning that your bucket is public. So if you are having any sensitive data, then giving public access is not at all suggestible. And when you are working with your live projects, providing a public access to the bucket is also not at all suggestible. It's not a best practice. If you go to your bucket, see, this is having the public access. Anyone can access this data now. Take it here, take this URL, and you can see the updated one is, so file is this one, right? It is showing the same on the browser. Now I want to have the other versions also. So how to see the other versions also? So for that, go to the S3, go to the bucket. So enable this tab, and now see, copy this one. Okay. Oh, it's not allowed now. Let me provide the access for this also. See. So I understand. See. Now select this. Where are we? Yes. So now go to here. Now enable the version. So I want to see the version. So enable that one. So go to here. So, so this is a URL. Copy it here. See, how are you? First file, what you have uploaded. How are you? And second one is, so again go to the bucket. So now enable the versioning. Means I want to see the version files. So for that you need to versioning is enabled on a bucket itself, but I want to see the previous versions. For that you need to enable this one. So now for this file also, oh, if you select this one, so for this file also it's disabled. So now let me go back. Okay. So let me go back and edit the permissions. So go to the permissions and edit. So now so this is a other one. So one second. Let me go to here. For this I need to enable. So permissions, edit. So already provided the public access, and again go to here, enable. So for this now, so permissions, edit, read, write. Now I understand. Save. So now if you go to your bucket and see the all the versions, this second file where I want to open. See, second file is storing 2 lines. So this is a way you can enable the version. So if you enable the version, so it will maintain a copy for each change. So this is the way you need to enable the version. So while creating the bucket itself, you need to enable the version. Now let me go to the bucket and how to delete the file now. So this is the latest file. So now how to delete? So select this one and delete. Delete. So now, so the file got deleted. Exit. Now here it's not showing any file for us. But if you so see, if you enable the file, if you go to here, so the files are not deleted. What it is doing is simply it's creating the delete markup and it's not showing the files, but actually the files are not deleted. The 3 versions are there only. So now if I delete this one, run and delete. Exit. So what will happen? So let me disable the version. See, latest file is again showing here. Click it here. So what is the latest file? This is our latest file, right? Okay, yesterday bucket demo. So if you are deleting manually, if you are deleting the file, so what will happen? So it won't delete the version files. So simply it will create a delete markup. Then what you need to do is go to the bucket and go to here and select all the files manually and delete. So no. So delete the object. No. So now it's deleted 3 files. So now if you go to your bucket, if you disable also there is no file, and if you want to see the latest version also there is no file. So this is the way you need to work with version files. So how to enable the versioning? So while creating the bucket itself, we need to enable the version on the bucket. So, and if you already created a bucket, so then also you can enable the version. So that won't be an issue. And once you are done with your testing or your practice, it's better to delete the bucket. So, to avoid surprise billing. So to delete a bucket, the bucket should be empty. See, my bucket don't have anything. So go to here and select the bucket. Which one you want to delete? Delete. So here it will ask for the bucket name. Copy and delete. See, the bucket got deleted. Currently, I am having only one bucket. So this is a way you need to enable the versioning, and you need to work on the files. So hope this is helpful. Thank you. Hi friends, in today's session we are going to discuss about how to enable versioning in your S3 bucket. So, so in this tutorial we are going to see how to enable the versioning and how to delete the version files. So first, what is versioning? So, and why we need to enable the versioning in your S3 bucket. So versioning means, so if you are working on any project, so if you are using any version control tools, so like Git or SVN, so then you will know, right? So what is versioning? So for each change, I want to maintain the separate file. So that is called versioning. So if you want to revert back to previous version, yes, you can do it. And if you want to deploy your previous jars, so previous version jar, and I want to get the latest jar and previous jars also, I want to keep it in my bucket. Or if I'm frequently changing my data in my website or in my HTML file or in my text file or in my jar file, so then I want to maintain the copy of each change. So then we'll go for versioning. So in that scenario, we need to enable versioning in your S3 bucket. So versioning means, so I want to maintain different copies of same file. Then we need to go for versioning. It might be a jar file, or it might be a text file, it might be a HTML file, or it might be a static website. So then we will go for versioning. So now we'll see how to enable versioning in our S3 bucket. So for that, let me log into my AWS account. So I have already logged into my AWS account. So now in this, currently I'm in home page. So now here it will show you the recently visited services. So here I have already recently visited S3. That's why it is displaying the S3 service, and here EC2 service and Elastic Vstack. And now I want to create a S3 bucket, and